Bryant introduced you that you was the number one tight end coming on campus, but a coach named Nick Saban got in your ear and said, I might think it's time to switch sides of the ball. How did that conversation come about? And ultimately, do you thank Coach Saban for doing that?
Yeah, man, listen, it was hard for me at first. I just wasn't mature enough to handle it, right? Like, I mean, y'all know when we starting in a role and we've had people telling us, you know, since high school or since Pee Wee football, like, this is what you're gonna do. And for me, I was a hooper too, so I wanted to score. Like, I played tight end. I wanted to get in the end zone. Like, I know it's crazy. That big 6'5", 300-pound, can't damn near run a 40 in 7 seconds. But then, man, it was just for me, it was what I knew, right? And we all as men, young men, we hit. You know, we call it adversity, but it's growth. And when you look back, it was growth. So Saban came to me, man. We had 2 defensive ends that were in their senior year. And he started looking at depth on the defensive line and was like, yo, I'm gonna be thin if I don't first, you hoping that the guys you recruit and sign, and that was the Glenn Dorsey's of the world, the Kyle Williams of the world. So we had great dudes. Tyson Jackson was in the near future. So it was great players coming. But at that time, Saban was trying to get ahead of the curve. He was trying to evolve early. And he was like, look, you athletic. And then I did play defense in high school. You athletic. We're going to teach you. We're going to teach you how to play this position. But right now, just, learn. Use time to learn athleticism. We're not counting on you to be in a major role. So next year, when you starting, you know what the hell you're doing. And dude, it was so hard though, bro, because y'all know how it is, man. You get recruited, you got this whole idea. I made all freshman SEC as a tight end. So I'm like, yeah, this is the trajectory. Like, I'm gonna get paid, I'm gonna go to the league, I'm gonna be a tight end. And just when he told me that they were switching me, dude, I was transferring. Like, I was out.
Wow. You was ready to leave. You were going to Miami?
I was going to go to Miami. And during that time, that was when they had just sent Bubba Frank's first round.
Yeah, had Jeremy Shockey.
Just sent Jeremy Shockey. So the offense was there. Chazinski was the offensive coordinator. Like, it was all set up. And, man, I called my mom, bro, and I was like, they tried to move me to defense. I'm transferring. Dude, my mom told me, bring me all my stuff. She was like, I was like, what?
You thought you were going to get some support.
Yeah, I was like, I need support. Like, I need you to be on board with going to the U. And she was like, nope. You made a commitment, but also, like, the change, the one best piece of advice, I'm fortunate enough that I got it from my mom. And she said, change is inevitable, bro. Like, you got to be able to just, like, being a man, but more importantly, being a Black man trying to accomplish things, you're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to adjust. So it was a life lesson, bro, and rest is history. Saban knew more than I did. But honestly, y'all know me on TV, bro. I don't sugarcoat. That check swayed me, bro. Them numbers swayed me. Like, them DN numbers was way more impressive.
Way different than tight end. It still is, and it will forever be that way.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. The fruits of your labor. 9 years of DN checks was damn good, homie.
No question. I already know. No question. Like you said, Saban knew something before. His hindsight was better than yours, and clearly that's why he's considered one of the greatest. And speaking of Nick Saban, Big Spears, what did he do back then that could have given you the sense that he was on the cusp of being great and eventually the greatest to ever do it in coaching college football?
Yeah, man. Both of y'all have had phenomenal careers, and y'all have done it at the highest level. Nick was consistent, bro. Mm-hmm. Like we've heard this about the Black Mamba. We've heard this about MJ and LeBron. Just that insatiable appetite to be the best. Right. And he was instilling that culture. And, when we 16, 17 years old, man, we impressionable. Yeah. And we more impressionable about what we see than what we hearing. Like, we had coaches in our ears since Pee Wee football telling us we was the next one and we gonna make it and all of that. But when you start to see that action, when you see Nick Saban lights on in his office at 2 a.m. after you just won a big game against Auburn, and he already getting prepared for Alabama the next week while you on your way to the club, you start to understand like the type of commitment that it takes. So, and that culture, like, it wasn't there. He was instilling it in the class before us, but it hadn't fully taken hold. And then you start looking around and you're like, damn, dude, we got some ballers in this locker room. We got some dudes that's really good at football, and we might have a shot. And then philosophically, man, like, just and Pat P relates to this, you relate to this, BMac, based on where y'all played for so long. We was always so prepared, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we were so overly prepared that when the game started, it was no thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right. None. You know, you see the formation, you see the motion, you know the plays. And right. A lot of people give us a lot of credit for being big, athletic, you know, a national championship team or whatever. Dude, we were more prepared than every team in the country. And right. Coincidentally, you need players to win, obviously. But ultimately, the reason why he's been so successful, bro, is what he lives by. And that is, success is not a continuum. Like, it's an everyday grind. And most people, you know, and like, even myself, in other aspects of life, bro, we don't have that energy to expend that every day. And for this dude to be doing it, for this dude to still be doing it, dude, it's a habit, man.
No question.
It's a habit, bro. And I've tried to apply that to where I am now. And that's the way I want to operate. But it was lessons I learned from him, dude.
Yeah.